Hey, Charlie Pryde here, and welcome to our YouTube channel, Pride of the Villages. If you have lived in the villages long enough, in all likelihood you have traveled on Micro Racetrack Road. I know for us in the southern part of the villages, Micro Racetrack is one of the roads traveled to get to the Spanish Springs area. On this road you have likely seen this sign in this very large field, typically absent of activity. However, on the first and third Saturdays of the month, it comes alive, with kart racing at the original Speedway Park. Speedway Park is not in the villages, but it is on the edge in Fruitland Park, a stone's throw from the villages. The Speedway Park was established in 1958, so that is many years before the first house was built in the villages, and it is Florida's oldest 1/8 mile clay dirt go-kart track. This is the Speedway's website, and they are also very active on Facebook with the latest updates on race days. Now, I am not a big fan of motorsports. My knowledge of the different auto racing formats is about an inch deep. However, I have watched some NASCAR Cup Series races, and I am a fan of the Netflix series on Formula One racing. And one thing that I have learned is that these professional race drivers get their start at a very young age racing go-karts. Now, I'm not familiar with all the different classes of kart racing or rules, but the website for the Speedway gives details on all this information. Today, I was just a spectator, taking in all the action at the park. A couple of things I noticed. First, the ages of the drivers ranged from 5 to 7 years old for the novices, to a group of drivers over the age of 35. Second, there was quite a few girls that were driving, and they were very competitive. Kart racing is a family activity. The kids are the drivers, but the parents are the team managers, pit crew, and the driver's biggest fans. Some families have invested a lot in this sport. The karts are not cheap, and some teams roll with very large trailers of multiple karts and spare parts.
Come out of Grand P. Junior 1, through there. Junior 1, through there. Junior 1, through there. Senior champ, Grid B. Senior champ, Grid B.
I will say that I was impressed with the work of the racetrack staff. Everything from ticket issuance at the gate, to getting the lineup started, to managing the action on the track. There were several spin-outs that had to be dealt with in a safe and expeditious manner.
Out of turn 4, green flag wave.
The announcer was constantly busy, as well as the race starter and the track marshals controlling the race through the waving of the different colored flags. Now, there's a couple things I learned about the sport after watching one or two races, and that is everything begins on the starting grid. Next is the races are conducted with a rolling start, Cars can be side by side, but if there's crashes on the opening lap, then sometimes they're put in single file.
Number 28 is Justin Spears. And 9 is Gregory Jones. Number 04 is Colin Gillespie. And number 19, Kyle Riggs.
The races are typically 10 laps in length.
Halfway of this 10-lap heat race. Brandon. Number 20 indulge, Sean Haber.
With the white flag signaling 1 lap to go, checkered flag signaling the finish of the race. At the end of the race, all carts are weighed, and this is to ensure that there is no underweighted carts, so depending on the class will depend on how much the cart has to weigh. So that is karting at the original Speedway, located just outside the edge of the Villages. While we have great activities here in the Villages that include golf and pickleball and entertainment in the town squares, Jennifer and I encourage viewers to get outside the bubble and experience some of the activities that native Floridians experience, and that includes tubing on a river, biking through a swamp, kayaking in the spring, and also karting. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and we'll see you on the next video.